Picture this, your podcast just launched and you're pulling in $1,000 a month from a big brand sponsor and you've got less than 100 followers on your show. This was my reality, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how my small podcast made $10,000 in 3 months. And give you all the sponsorship secrets to make money with your podcast. Hey, I'm Sophie. I'm a podcast studio owner, producer, and coach to chart-topping podcasters. And if you haven't already, download my free guide to successfully launching your show in the description below. Okay, let me break down exactly how my small podcast made $10,000 in just 3 months. Step 1, I got really clear on what the purpose of my show was, who my audience were, and how my show was different to all the other shows out there. Most creators overlook this, but I guarantee you that none of the steps that follow this one will work if you do not execute this first. Step 2 of how my small podcast was able to make $10,000 in 3 months was subscribing to industry relevant content. I'm talking newsletters, TikTok accounts, YouTube content, all of the industry relevant creators that I could find on a business level, not the creator. Why? Because the creator's got nothing to gain by spilling all of the sponsorship secrets with you. They're likely just going to see an opportunity and take it for themselves, or maybe tell a friend. As kind as a person I am, I don't think I would spend nearly as much time and money and effort into delivering you guys with all of the sponsorship secrets to make money with your podcast if I didn't have the business of a podcast recording studio and production behind me that would ultimately bring brand awareness to that business. Which, by the way, if you are wanting to be a top video podcast creator, you should definitely check out, because that is my specialty. If I was just the host of a show, I don't think I would be as interested in the industry trends and stats and things like that. But because I wanted to provide a really great service for my clients and build a brand on podcasting, that's why I made it my mission to be up to date with the industry. Little did I know at the time how much opportunity this would present for me and my own show. Hence why I prioritize putting all of this content out for you guys, because I know how much value can come from people who are actually within the industry and are invested in knowing what's going on in terms of sponsorships, but also platform changes and all of the things that you actually would benefit from knowing as a creator. So, by the way, you should be subscribing to my newsletter if you haven't already. You can do that in the description below. So step 3 of how my small podcast was able to make $10,000 in 3 months was actually because I was subscribed to a TikTok creator that I'll pop on the screen here. You guys should go follow him. I'm not sure if he's still putting out a lot of content, but he was certainly a lot of help when I was first starting out in the industry. And he was the one who shared a post about HubSpot putting out sponsorships for emerging creators. Immediately, I went and looked into this and I applied for it, not thinking I would necessarily get it, but I did. It's so important to be up to date with these kinds of things. So when you find creators that are bringing that value, ensure you are reading the emails that they send out to you and interacting with their content so you get notified that these things are available. Within the month of applying for this sponsorship, I received 5,000 Australian dollars straight into my bank account for a marketing budget to actually grow my show. And then I was promised $1,000 each month that the contract ran for. That was all secured without them asking once for a download stat or a gauge in my audience size. Hence why one of the best kept sponsorship secrets in making money with your podcast is prioritize step 1 that I set out at the beginning of this video and get really clear on the why of your podcast. When I received this sponsorship, I was told that over 500 people had applied and only 30 creators were actually granted this sponsorship. When I asked them why I was chosen, she said, "We love the content of your show and we want our business to be aligned with your show," which meant that they were then also invested in accelerating the growth of my show. So it was such a win-win. All of this to say, if you desire to make money with your podcast, do not overlook the quality of your show. This means the production quality and also the quality of the content. Ensure that it's valuable. Ensure that it's not the same conversation that everyone else is saying on their show. Know your difference, know your value. Since my own experience, I've actually worked with hundreds of creators, and I can tell you right now that no sponsorship strategy looks the same, but all of them require this. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to be part of the podcasters who make it, make sure you subscribe to my channel and get on my mailing list. Thank you. Bye.